What's up, hello, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, as everyone literally says. But today we're going to talk about like college, university, more specifically like FAU, Florida Atlantic University. But this is pretty much just going to be, well, a two-part video. So this is the first video where I'm going to be talking about pretty much from like high school to like my first like fall semester of college. I don't know if you know, but I record everything on my phone, and to transport when I'm editing it on iMovie to YouTube, it gives me a 15-minute capacity, so I gonna do all of it at once. So it's gonna be 3 parts. The second part is gonna be like a vlog from 2 years ago, from my first week of college, of fall semester, and also a few days of my first job. So that's gonna be the second video. I'm gonna post it the same day that I do this video. They're both gonna be up at the same time. So, and then the second video is gonna be a breakdown of every single semester and pretty much like what I've learned, little tips and tricks. So if you want like a more of like a breakdown of what I've learned during my first 2 years of college, definitely look out for that one. As for this one, let's go ahead and talk about like from high school to now. Let's just jump into it. As background information, I did graduate from high school in 2018, so it's been 2 years. If you do want to see a graduation video from that, I did do like a little montage situation, and I'll link that. It's cute. I love looking back on it and like seeing all the people, and just it was a good time. So if you want to watch that, you can definitely go watch that. But before we did graduate in high school, we did have something called Choose FAU Day. I'm not sure. I want to say that most colleges have this, but it's pretty much just a day that you go to the campus and you get like tours. They tell you about the school. They're pretty much promoting themselves. They want you to choose them. So I did go to that. At that point, I didn't know if that's where I wanted to go, because let's talk about that. For all of my life, I was pretty much set on going to a college nearby. I wasn't going to leave for college. That's just something I never thought about, mostly because I have 2 older sisters and they just stayed for college, so I just assumed that I would stay. I never really thought about the possibility of leaving for college. And then when I came right about like junior year of high school, I guess it was, when people are actually talking about like where they're gonna go and their goals or whatever, most of my friends, like a good percentage of my friends, were thinking about leaving for college. So then that's when like my wheels started turning, and I'm like, maybe I should too, like grow up and like live all that and do the whole like college experience. So I started questioning it, but after some thought, I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay home, mostly because of my parents and like just that situation. But if I was gonna stay home, I was pretty certain on what school I wanted to go to, even though there's a couple of good ones nearby. At the time that we went to choose FAU, I wasn't positive, but then I'm pretty sure like 2 days after we went to that, I just I was like, yep, that's where I'm gonna go to. I'm pretty sure this is the only school that I actually applied to. I did have a couple ones that I was like, maybe I'll apply. But if I was gonna have to stay home, I knew exactly where I was gonna go, and that was the end of it. I was going to FAU, that's it. And my oldest sister, she also graduated from FAU, so that was pretty cool. So there was Choose FAU Day. Then the next thing that came around was graduation. So there's that. So my graduation was the 4th of June, I believe. It's like that Monday, and we had graduation. It was great. And then 2 days later, so that Wednesday and Thursday, was orientation. So orientation, 2 days, pretty much just like Choose FAU, just a lot of information, tours. You get broken up in your different majors. You have to sleep there. So even though I'm nearby, like I'm like 20-30 minutes away from school, you still have to sleep there, which is like kind of cool, since like you get the whole like college experience for like a night. But that's just something to like, you have to sleep there. But it was pretty nice. I did have a lot of people from high school there. Turned out that a lot of people stay home for college. But also note that if you do leave for college and you don't like it, like you hate it, it's perfectly fine to come back home. Like, no stress about it. Like, it's perfectly fine. It's not weird. It's nothing. It's perfectly fine to come back home, because I had a couple of friends that left for college, and within a semester or 2, they came back home and they thrived at home. I did also have friends that left for college and they love it there, and they got used to it, and they call that home and not here home. So everyone's different, and if you leave for college and you need to come back home, it's okay. And if you leave for college and you love it, then perfectly fine too. So everyone's different. So there was a lot of people that I had just seen at graduation, at orientation, so that was pretty cool. I think like the bigger thing that happened at graduation that like opened my mind was that, fun fact, I applied to college as an engineering major. Why? I don't know. Growing up, I always liked math and also like arts. So in my head, it registered that if I like art and I liked like arts, that engineer would be the way to go about it. I don't know. Okay. I also kind of thought that if I chose engineer as a female, which is so stupid, that I would get in. Whatever. So I applied as an engineer, went to choose FAU day, went to all these things as an engineer major, and then even though I knew deep down that's not what I wanted to do anyways, so I was mostly undecided, which by the way, most people are undecided, and if you're not undecided, you are decided. Most people that are decided normally change their major, so it's perfectly fine not to know. So if you don't know, it's fine, don't stress, it's okay. And you'll see, because this is foreshadowing, because I applied as an engineering major, and at orientation I was talking to one of the OLs, one of the orientation leaders, and I was like, yeah, like I'm engineer, but I don't know, like I also thought about architecture because like math, art, I don't know. And then I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like what should I do? And then that OL, she was like, yo, here's the thing, at FAU the architecture program is real small, not a lot of kids get in it, and like it's not a big school at FAU. So she's like, apply, see if you get in. If you get in, that's awesome, and then just give it a shot, give it a semester, which was a great idea. I'm like, give it a semester, see if I like it, see if I get in, So right after orientation I did apply and I got in, so fun. That leads into me doing my first major change from engineering to architecture. After orientation, the next like big thing that happened was that I did actually start in the summer instead of starting in the fall. So in summer, just if you don't know, summer is about 12 weeks, and then you can either do classes for 12 weeks, you can do it for the first 6 weeks or the second 6 weeks. So since orientation was at the beginning of summer term, the only option we had was doing the second half of summer. So I did end up doing that I did a part of the Jumpstart program. Now I don't know if other colleges have this, but I do know that FAU has it, and that's what I did. But it's pretty much like a help set type of thing, like just as support, I would say. So instead of being able to like choose all your classes by yourself, they give you like set schedules of classes, and then you just choose the one that you want to do. I chose the one that was 4 days a week, so Monday through Thursday. I think it was like Thursday I also had like a second class, which that was called like SLS, which is the Jumpstart program, which it pretty much just is that your SLS class, that 25 kids are in all your other classes. So those 25 kids I saw them every single day because we had all the classes with each other. So it's just like giving you friends like handed to you, so that like when you're in class and you miss something or something like that, when you go to your SLS class, like you can ask those kids because they're in your class also. So it was a good way of like managing our class. And also every week when we went to SLS, it was something new. So it was learning how to manage your time, or how the campus is set up, how to use like the technology like Canvas. It was just background information to going to FAU. So I don't regret doing it whatsoever. Like it helped a lot when it came to starting school like in the fall, because I knew a lot of things that other kids didn't know when we started. So if you want to do it, you can. It's totally free. Like it's a class that you have to go to, so it's pass or fail. But like it's very hard to fail it, even though every single time one kid always fails because they don't give a crap. So like give the tiniest bit of a crap and you'll pass. And it's that simple. Like it's not that serious. Like it's not at all. Just do it if you want to do it. I had a couple of friends that didn't do it and they turned out perfectly fine. So do what you want with that information. But I just wanted to let you know that Jumpstart is a thing at FAU. Don't know about other schools, but that's a thing that I did during summer. Here's what FAU says about Jumpstart program. It says, Jumpstart provides students the opportunity to connect with other first-year students and create a unique support system by establishing relationships with academic advisors, professors, and classmates. You will also have the opportunity to complete 6 summer credits, which will help you progress toward your graduation requirements. So if that sounds intriguing to you when you have the grades and all that to do that, then you can definitely do it. If you have more questions, just look up FAU Jumpstart and I'll tell you all about it. So that's that. My next thing was fall. So fall 2018 was my first official semester at college, so that was quite interesting. I did record my first week of that in a couple of days, the weekend, just because I was also starting a new job, which was my first official job, woohoo. So I was, let's say I was very stressed and overwhelmed, and it was messy. Again, if you want to go ahead and watch my little vlog, it was too long to add in here, so there's going to be a second video for the vlog just by itself, and I had to cut it down even longer or shorter, so that it could fit the 15 minutes that I could use on my phone to YouTube. So that's that. On the other video, look it up. It will be right after this video. For me to dive into more about what I've learned and things like that, stay around for the video that I'll probably post next week. It just pretty much breaks down all the semesters from summer of 2018 to right now, which is summer of 2020, even though I just started summer 2020, but 2 years of breakdowns of what I've learned each of the semesters, little tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my years at FAU and just college in general. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like this. I hope that you just kind of got a feel for what it is. I'm kind of doing these videos for myself when 20 years down the line I can look back on it and remember how I was now. And also weird, very weird, but when I have kids, when they're getting older and they're my age now, so they're 20, so I'll be hella old, they can be oh mom, how were you when you were my age? And then I can show them these videos and they can feel they know me a little bit better, because I don't know about you guys, but my parents, I do have a couple of pictures of them when they were younger, but it's still so hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that one day they were my age and they went through the same things I went through. So I feel when my kid wants to see how I was, and that when she's going or he's going through some things, I went through those same things too, so I do get it. So I don't know, whatever. But between now and the time that my kids are old enough to actually relate to these videos, I hope that you guys enjoy it. Whether you're going through college now, you're gonna start college, whether you're just bored at home and you just want to watch videos, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you have any other questions, you can also DM me on Instagram. You can do whatever and I'll most likely answer. I would love to help, because even if I don't know how to help 100%, I'll try to find something that can help you. If you have questions more specifically about FAU and I don't know them, I'll research, I'll give you information that I can give you. I don't know, I just want to be helpful. So if you guys have any further questions or anything like that, hit me up. Don't be scared. I'm a nice person, I promise. Other than that, stay around, stay lookout, be aware that another video is coming out soon. And yeah, like this video, subscribe, comment, do what you will. I don't know, but I'll see you next week with more college stuff, because this is my first college video ever, and it's I'm a junior already in college. Who would have known? Like a junior. Go figure. Okay, anyways, bye.